We are back, baby. Welcome back, degenerates, to the Beat the Clock podcast presented by Prize Picks. Again, NFL season right around the corner, so be sure to get your season-long NFL bets in for player props. We all know Prize Picks, best place to do that. If you're in Cali, Texas, Florida, the big states you can't bet, use Prize Picks. If you're going around with your weddings, your bachelor parties all summer long, give Prize Picks a consistent use, and it'll double your winnings, 100% deposit match with code LOU, L-O-U. So all you got to remember, 3 letters. We will match you on Prize Picks. And hey, it's going to be a long season. It's going to be a fun season, but we are back. I want to give a warm welcome to the boys all on the line. Again, like it's Tuesday night. You're saying post-fantasy football draft weekend. You know, we got some sleepers, some stinkers. Overall, still recovering from the weekend. We had a little intramural basketball. We had some brand new jobs. Like we said, we got some whatever people are smoking in their mouths right now, medically related, of course. We got everything covered here. I'm going to kick it over to Jersey Jones first on the network. Week 1, college football coming up. How we doing? I know the dogs are barking. Post-basketball, heard you put up a nice 50 burger. I just wanted to know how your back feels after carrying your team like that.
Yeah, I would say I dropped a casual 50 burger, minus 35. Maybe 5 rebounds. But the overall theme of the night is the dogs are barking, and I'm going to have to ice up tonight. As Steve Smith once said, ice up, son, and that's what I'll be doing.
Hey, you're overhit. That's all that matters. That's all the fans care about. You're a fan favorite because of that. Over to Reggie now. Back a year later. In a whole year span, you met a girl, found your wife, flew to India, had an arranged marriage. It's crazy. But we're happy for you. Happy to have you back here after a year as a new, matured man.
You should have seen the wedding at the Taj Mahal, man. It was one to die for. Yeah, man, it was a great year. We are back with the new season of football. I am pumped. Really looking positive. Personally, for my Giants, I think so. I'm excited for the new season. We're ready to fucking go.
Well, yeah, we'll get into that another time because New York has been overshadowed by the bad man, which we will get into in a different time. And speaking of big cities, big city move from our boy Lance Gordon Gecko, Salesman of the Year, moved across state lines, Delaware, Ohio, ends up in Chicago. Taking over, making all kinds of noise throughout the city, all kinds of buzz. He joins us now live from one Chicago floor. What is it? 86 all the way up. Glad the altitude and Wi-Fi still works up there, Lance.
Yeah. Good to be here. It can be a little spotty at times, but for the most part, it's streamlined. Excited to see the season ahead. See some action. Let's get it.
We're all about the action. You know that. Then the audio king himself, newly employed, known as Big Cheese.
The milkman.
How we doing, Meyer?
We're living, dude. Had a month and a half off of work. Took some time off. Did a little reset. Took a trip out of the country. Football's getting ready to start up. New job started this week, so getting back into the kick of things, ready to get going.
You're a big traveler, and we know that internationally. Maybe you could teach Lance about that at some other point. This is not a travel podcast at the moment. Beat the clock, though. We are back. We're going to go through some hot takes. That is going to be the theme. Spicy. It is fucking 110 degrees out. Recently, if you've been in the Midwest, it was a damn sauna and desert out there. So hot takes is only fitting. With the NFL coming up, we're each going to go through and give our best hot take. We're going to compile it, roast us. Which ones do you agree with? Which ones do you think are absolutely ludicrous? And then, as always, we like to throw a little lifestyle in there too. Just life in general, hot takes. So NFL, upcoming season hot takes, and life in general. This could be season long for a team, for a player, for a bet, whatever the hell you think, whatever is twisted in your mind that you think is going to happen and nobody else thinks. Feel free to just spew it on us and we'll tell you why it's bullshit. So we're going to kick it over to Jersey Jones. We'll go right back to you. Hot take, NFL, almost a week away. What the hell's going to happen this season?
Okay, so my hot take is actually a very specific one, and I've been talking about it for a couple weeks. It involves two, you could say, not quite elite level quarterbacks, but one could be considered highly elite. The other one is not, but one of them did just get paid. So my hot take this year is that Kirk Cousins is going to come out early in the year and stink up the joint, and they're going to trade him to the Arizona Cardinals for Kyler Murray in a blockbuster deal.
Oh,
I did not think that's where you were going with that. I thought you were going to come out and say he's going to win MVP.
you went
No.
for the fucking fences on that one.
Kirko Bangs is going to blow it early in the season.
Yeah, I think he's going to come out and he's not going to really. I mean, they have Super Bowl level team here with kind of the talent they have around him. And I mean, they have Justin Jefferson. That Jordan Addison kid sounds like he's pretty off the charts coming out of camp. And then that defense has always been pretty good. I like O'Connell at the helm. He's a great play caller, but I feel like if Kirk comes out and he just isn't getting it done, they're going to do something.
So you're not buying into the Kirk hype after that documentary, are you?
No, not one bit. I
So
think he's going to be
Kyler's
the same
the
guy he's always been.
Kyler's the
Yeah.
answer.
So I think they would go Kyler because he's exciting. He's a player that is going to make Justin Jefferson even better, even though Justin Jefferson's already the number one receiver in the league. I think Kyler Murray's ability to kind of run around and make plays only helps Justin Jefferson a ton.
I think Justin Jefferson is better with a Kirk Cousins type of quarterback than a Kyler Murray.
Well, we've never seen him with somebody that can run around. And we saw him with LSU a little bit with Joe Burrow. When Joe Burrow would run around, usually big plays would follow.
I don't think he
I'm
would run
sweating
around.
from that take. Not going to lie.
Has Kyler ever
Joe's
had
not
elite
like a
receivers?
run down field, get 25 yards. He's a guy that can get away from a guy for a second, make a throw.
Listen, I get
No,
it.
he's
You've had a
not.
vendetta against Kirk Cousins for probably the last 10 years since I've known you. I don't know if it's a Michigan State thing or the whole he puts a rock in his driveway every time he leaves to symbolize what he's left no stone left unturned or something. I don't know.
This is it for me with Kirk. He's not going to win you a Super Bowl. So what's the point of having quarterback if you're literally trying to win, but you know he can't bring you a Super Bowl? Why is he on your team?
You think Kyler has that?
I mean, I'd love to see him try get around a system of really good players that could benefit him a lot.
I mean, he's been in a good squad before.
I mean, he was unbelievable at Oklahoma.
Yeah, at Oklahoma.
I mean, he did just get paid, $240 million. I bet you can play a little bit of ball. I mean, they're not just going to give you that money.
He's a game.
Yeah, I also think they're not going to give up Kyler for Kirk after paying him that
Well,
much.
I think picks would come with Kyler.
Does Minnesota have picks?
I mean, you always take more, right?
Well, Minnesota would have to give them up.
No. I feel like if Kirk Cousins went to Arizona, which is an ideal rebuild quarterback, by the way, he would be great for new wide receivers and great for new tight ends and the offensive line. Been around the game a lot, but I just don't think he has that oomph to get over that hump.
Kirk goes
Doesn't have the
35.
gritty.
I know he's a heady vet, an ideal guy that you probably want to bring in late in his career.
All right. Well, we'll document it. We'll revisit this early on to see if he truly is stinking it up or if he's, leading the NFC North. Who knows? Big Cheese. What do we got?
Reggie's going to love this one.
Oh, boy.
I think Darren Waller is going to finish his tight end one this year.
I had that too.
That
That was on my fantasy board.
He is going to be the number one target in that offense. They don't have many other elite weapons. I think we've seen what he's done on the Raiders. I think Danny Dimes is a better quarterback than Derek Carr personally. But yeah, I think he's going to finish his tight end one. He's in the best opportunity to do that.
Danny Dimes, I don't know about that.
Oh, Danny Dimes has been in the gym.
I
He
will
looks
say
good.
he has gotten better every single year.
No,
And
he hasn't.
yes,
He
he has.
got hurt. He had a big. He went way down. I think he's coming off.
He played
Last year,
really
he
good
had
for
an
his
injury.
first 3 games in his career. That's why people were like, "Holy shit, this is Danny Dimes!" Like people are jerking him off, but he was not that. Like he's been slowly increasing.
I think he's in a better system now. A more.
Yeah, for sure. Brian Dable,
Dable's that dude.
he's that guy. He's a player's coach, offensive mind.
He
But yeah,
meshes well with the city too. He's got a little
he's going to
swag
be the
to him.
number one option in that offense. I don't know who else is going to be their number one. So I think it's going to be
God.
similar to what Mark Andrews was on the Ravens last year.
The rest of
You
their
don't think
offense
that Kelsey's? I mean,
not
Travis
great.
Kelsey have what 1,200 yards, probably 10 tutties, 12 tutties.
Travis stays healthy. I mean, it's hard to like argue against him. Like,
Well, yeah, as long as barring injury, obviously.
All right, well, I mean, that's not a bad take.
that's
Well,
good.
that's a good segue into the only Giants fan on this pod. So,
Yeah, I mean,
Reggie, how do you top that one?
I'm assuming you guys are thinking I'm going to go, the predictable route and saying my Giants are going to win the NFC East with pretty good value, I may add, plus 700, which makes
You're-
football at some point. But I will not do that. That is not my hot take of the year. My hot take of the year is the least favored team in the NFC North to win the division, and that would be the Chicago Bears. They
Wow.
are going to win the NFC North this year. They are plus 450, I believe, the worst odds to win that division. I really only think the legitimate competitor in that division is the Lions. The Lions are on the up and up.
You don't think the Vikings?
I mean, I kind of agree with you here,
With
John.
Kyler Murray, man, no way.
I agree that Kirk might shit the bed to start out the year. I don't think they're going to be there. So,
Kirk.
and the Packers, Jordan Love, best of luck, buddy. I mean,
He looks good. He's made some throws.
We'll see, but it's going to
He
be
made some throws.
I don't know if I can bet against Man Campbell in Detroit.
I mean, that man's crying every other game.
If they, I don't know.
Man's just fired up about football.
Huh?
Man's just fired up about football.
And I want the city of Chicago to be buzzing, perfect around this time.
Such a homer pick.
I think that is a really hot take. The Bears, I think personally, they need at least another 2 years.
Probably.
2 years.
Probably.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What's 2 years going to solve?
A lot of things.
A lot, dude. I mean, they just brought in, they basically have a brand new team this year. They're not going to all of a sudden be the super team to win their division right away. They need to build for another at least a year. I'm going to say 2 years.
But I think this is a perfect opportunity because all the other teams in the division are also in like some sort of transition phase. Like there's no one that's like rock solid right now. Like the Lions.
2 years go by, people leave, people come back, things change. I mean, why not just do it now?
Yeah, time is money.
Just win now.
They're not doing this for fun.
No, I'll just beat him now.
That's the mentality, Lance.
I don't even know who's the second favorite team? The Lions over the after the Vikings.
Lions are first, and then Vikings, and then Packers, and then Bears.
I think the Packers are completely in the mud this year.
I would agree with that.
Who?
Packers.
What if Jordan Love just comes out and he's just amazing?
Not gonna happen.
I think the city of Chicago would implode if that happened. That'd be the third straight time that happened.
We shall see. We'll see week 1. Packers, Bears, going to be a good one to watch.
Oh, we don't have to wait long.
No, we don't.
Justin Fields on your TV as we say this.
Oh, that might be a sign. I'm prepping for it.
Boy, let's go.
Now I'm going to kick it over to Mr. Cool with his not so cool take.
So, I mean, I think the build up here was good, right? I'm going to be following in the footsteps of Reggie a little bit. The TV, Justin Fields was just on. We'll cut to the chase here. I think Justin Fields becomes the first Chicago Bear ever to throw for 4,000 yards.
Wow. Not MVP.
Nope.
That is amazing that no one has ever done that.
I feel like that's not like, is that a crazy feat? How many, like, what's.
Just for the Bears, it hasn't happened.
Well,
Yeah, I mean,
Nick Cutler never threw for 4,000 yards. That's crazy.
It's less likely to happen. I mean, that's for sure. I don't know what his passing line is right now, but it's probably like 3,200, 3,300.
Where do you envision him throwing the ball to? Who?
Wait, you're picking them to win the division. Who are they throwing the ball to, Reggie?
No, I'm asking Blake.
Everybody they can.
You just folded like a lawn chair.
They don't need to limit it. They see a guy open, running down the field. Chuck it.
Chuck it. Maybe he'll just do it himself. Run first.
Just saying here, we're not supposed to be treading in the shallows. These are hot takes. We're going in deep.
I love it. I mean, I like it a lot. I mean, it could happen. And then
we got 3 takes revolving around the NFC North. Who would have thought?
Wow. Popular division.
I guess so. So I will close it out here with a quick trivia question for all you. Who finished 7th in MVP voting last year?
7?
7, that's such a fucking peculiar number.
Wrong answer.
Trent Williams.
Is it Dak?
This person is plus 1,800. I love the value on Caesars. Aaron Rodgers in 2021. 4,100 yards, 37 touchdowns, 4 picks. He won the MVP. This guy last year threw for the exact same yardage, actually 2 yards less. So we'll call it the same. 4,113 yards, 30 touchdowns, so not 37, and 8 interceptions. So obviously he didn't win MVP, but he's young. He's got to take that next step. The storyline is there for Trevor Lawrence to win the MVP, to resurrect the Jags. First ever MVP. We got Calvin Ridley. Enough said. We're talking about sports betting. We got to mention him. The Colts, Texans, Titans, they should be a contender, a dark horse to get the number 1 overall seed, which is crazy. If they do, I'm taking Trevor Lawrence. We saw what Doug Peterson did in his second year with Carson Wentz. The massive jump. He would have won MVP if he wasn't such a limp dick. Jalen Hurts, Josh Allen, they all made the massive jump in year 3. I'm taking the talent, the team, and Lawrence to win MVP this year.
Wow, which means you also said you're saying the Jags to go get the number 1 seed in AFC.
I don't know if that would happen, but I'm saying if they do, I think it's in the realm of possibilities for them to do it. If he takes a big step.
Bengals, the Bills. It's a gauntlet out there. It's a gauntlet.
It is.
The Ravens are always nice. Say what you want.
Huh?
The Ravens are always nice.
I mean, I feel like that's the most popular, one of the good positive storylines going into this year is everyone thinks Trevor Lawrence is going to take that leap. But you're saying MVP type of leap?
I'm saying plus 1,800. We'll take that.
I don't know what the odds are.
Trevor Lawrence.
I think he'll get better. I think he'll have a great year, but I don't think he'll be in the top 5 of MVP conversations. But I could see why you would say
it's
that.
hot down in Jacksonville.
The weak division, as you said.
It is a atrocious division. I don't know who's going to yeah.
Did you see that today that the Colts have no players over age 30 on their team? They're all in their 20s.
Who?
The Colts. They're all in their 20s.
They could get Anthony Richardson's little brother. I mean, he sounds like he's 45. Smokes 3 packs a day.
Isn't he like 12?
He's like 13. It's insane. Look up the video.
All right. Well, we have our hot takes for the year. We're going to timestamp them, revisit them, and this will be fun to go back and look at them down the road, whether it be week 4 or week 17, see how wrong we are. And we'll say if anyone gets their hot take right, round of shots on me.
No, if it happens, everyone else,
on Rocco.
Yeah, on Newton for sure.
we're missing the pod.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we'll do something if someone gets their hot take right. But changing gears to hot take as far as life hot takes go, and this should be an interesting discussion. Jersey Jones, you came up with yours pretty quick. So if you want to kick us off, yeah, I mean, if you're ready, you can kick us off.
I honestly think mine's going to be very controversial. I think I'm going to piss somebody off.
All right, do you want to save it for last then? We can go reverse.
We can let a couple of people go around the horn.
All right. I'll go first here. I got mine. I know this is a classic hot take. You're so polarizing. You either love it, you hate it. No one's in between. Pineapple belongs on pizza, and it is fantastic.
No,
it is amazing.
Okay,
it is. The pizza is so salty. It's the perfect sweetness combination. Someone's got to be out there with me. Come on.
It should not be sweet.
So
no.
Anybody.
So, I'm a guy that hates
Lance.
Savory and sweet, but for some reason I don't mind the pineapple on the pizza. I'll let it play.
There we go.
Do you put the pineapple in the oven?
See, here's my thing, right? I've had it before. It's not the worst thing I've ever had. I'll give you that. But if I'm saying either forever and ever it's allowed on pizza or it's not, I'm going, no, that is not pizza.
But does it have to be every pizza I eat for the rest of my life? No. It can still be allowed.
No, but I would never order it. I've never ordered it once. I've just eaten it in passing. You know, you're walking by at a restaurant, a table offers you a slice of their own pizza. I take it up. I've had it. I've never ordered it and never will.
Fair. I would never order it.
Donato's used to have on campus at Ohio State, they used to have a buffet. One time I mistaked a pineapple pizza for a banana pepper pizza, and boy, was I upset.
See, that would have been the best day of my life. We're all forgetting.
Are you serious? You like pineapple that much on
the little macronutrients from a pineapple? And this is an adult conversation here. Have a pineapple on pizza. We all know the rumors of what pineapple can do to your internal output. You get a little lucky. I don't know. Maybe you're
that's why you're eating pineapple on
as
a
well.
pizza.
Pineapple. Just saying.
Go down there, Bronco.
Yeah,
just saying.
Lewis, it's a Tuesday.
I know, just a little hidden gem there. So that's my hot take: pineapple on pizza every fucking day. Love it.
Wow. Like, so you'll normally order that.
First NFL, don't let me near the DoorDash or I will order it. The first NFL Sunday.
Wow.
All right.
You're not doing that next week.
All right, Big Cheese. What do you got?
So mine, people are gonna think it's a little weird, but I think if you're around your boys, I think picking your nose should be normalized if need be.
Wow.
You got a little guy up there. It's just uncomfortable. You're not in public. You're
I'm gonna
with
throw
your
a flag.
boys.
You need a napkin or a towel if you're gonna.
Well,
do
yes,
that.
of course.
I've definitely
But
done it with you guys. So yeah, I mean,
I think it should be normalized. People think it's weird, but you got a little guy up there. You get it out, put it in a napkin, throw it away. You feel great, as opposed to going to the bathroom, blowing your nose, or it's just not coming out. You got to pick it out. Just that feeling of getting it out, taking care of business. It's a great feeling, and some might say it's a little disgusting or weird, but I think it should be normalized when you're just with your friends. Obviously, in public, it's different. You don't do that, but if you're just chilling, I think it should be normal.
Meyer, normalized digging for gold. You know?
Yeah, man.
I 100%
Normal.
agree. When you're in the comfort of your boys and you're just chilling, why not?
I agree.
I think that's fine. But what about public? Is that too big of a stretch?
Depends
In
on
certain situations.
If you're at the bar, you see like a guy or a girl just picking their nose, digging for something. No.
What about one of these? Like just
that's normal. But, like, if
Little-
you're digging
I do a little of that sometimes.
Everyone does, but like if you're digging for something, dude, you don't want to do that in public. You do it in safe quarters if you're with your friends, just chilling.
Yeah, I agree.
Fuck it, man. I would love to be at a bar talking to a chick and she just fucking right up the nose, right in front of me.
Has that ever happened to you guys? I mean,
Then
I'd
if you're
get
at
it
the
going.
bar,
I'd get going real quick.
only
if you're at the
You know,
bar,
I think
someone's just flicking that thing around. No way, that's gross.
Someone's just flicking that thing around.
Wiping it under the counter.
it's
No.
a weird topic in general. I mean, what a weird topic, first of all. But diving into it a bit, I don't think it should ever be normalized. I think if you need to pick your nose, you figure out a way to do it without everyone else seeing. Either shove your note in your coat and do this,
Why?
or go to the
Yeah.
bathroom and pick it.
What do you have against picking your nose?
You can't
I
pick
just,
your
you
friends.
know,
Not like it's
Nobody-
jerking off. Like
Or
you're
you-
if it's normalized, then it's going to be gradually normalized everywhere. All of a sudden, the boogers are going to line the floors of bars and be on shoes and in rugs on carpets. It's going to be
You
a nightmare.
clearly weren't listening. I said when you're in like close
Slippery
vicinity
slope.
with your boys just chilling, like at someone's house, not out. Out in the bar is a no-go.
No, I get it. I mean, it was cool when we were 6 years old, but I don't think it should fly now.
Whatever.
Wow. You put a dagger in that.
All right, Lance, since
The Lancer.
as the saying goes, you can pick your friends, you can pick your nose, but you can't pick your friend's nose.
Well, this hot take might surprise some people, but that company, Sheen, the cheap clothes and whatnot, I think they treat their workers terribly.
You read this from an article online.
Wait, what?
No,
This
no,
is the hot take.
It's a hot take,
The
yeah.
child labor laws.
No,
I saw that same thing. I was like, this is stupid as hell. And you said it.
Is this a note to Congress?
No. I'm just saying. I think they treat their workers terribly and harm the environment. It's an
That's
absolute
not a hot
disaster.
take. That's a cold take. Everyone knows that.
It's just news.
Yeah, that's literally news. It's fact.
I'm glad you read up on the news today, Lance.
That's literally the
No. Sometimes I like to see what other opinions are floating around out there.
with all your travel recently. That's.
I mean,
All
if
right,
you're selling a shirt
here's-
you're selling a shirt
here's
for
the hot
$5 online. Some labor laws are being broken.
Here's a hot take. This might be more in line, with me. So this might not surprise too many people, but when you cook pasta, right? Spaghetti, linguine, angel hair, you shouldn't break it. Put it into the water hole.
What?
I don't break mine.
You break your pasta?
No, I'm
No.
saying you shouldn't.
I have not done
You-
that. So
Spaghetti,
I've
you
never
crack
done
it in
that.
half and put it.
I've never done it. What are these cold freezing ass takes?
We'll come back to Lance. Think of a better one.
this is brutal. Oh, Jesus. All right, Reggie, what do you got?
All right. This is gonna have to do something with something changing in public. So, in the office, at your workspace, I think it should be perfectly okay to fart. It should be, everyone should be able to release themselves and to be able to fart in the workplace, because if you try to hold in some shit, and like that's how accidents happen, and you don't want accidents to happen in the workplace. You want to be performing your best at your job, and you can only do that when your system is all good and you release everything. So I think it should be perfectly acceptable in all workplaces, WeWorks, to fart. It's okay to fart.
I mean, it's not
Are we-
illegal to
What
fart.
Your
kind
hot
of-
take is
you just get a
you
reputation.
are pro farting
What
in the
kind of
office.
what kind of gas are we talking? Are we like talking about
All kinds of gas, man.
hoopers
If
or
you need to
just
drop a
fire?
bomb, you drop a bomb. That's what he's saying.
All the gas. I mean,
All right.
when Rob from a county eats that tuna sandwich after lunch, that shit's gonna be popping, but it's gotta be socially acceptable.
I agree, but at the same time, if you're on a work call and you just hear some boof in the background, what are you gonna do? I mean, just someone
Hey,
just
quiet.
someone's just in the background ripping a
Boys, man.
chainsaw.
Yeah, I'm with Meyer here. I don't. Yeah, no.
Or Heather, the new intern, you just walk by and she just drops an absolute nuke as you walk by.
I mean,
Well-
okay, so the thing is here, you don't have to fart always. If you want to hold in your fart for personal reasons, you can. I'm just saying for people that want to release and are holding it in, you should be okay with releasing.
No, they should. I disagree. They should not be okay with releasing. I don't want to be walking by as an innocent bystander and borderline pass out from some fart.
So you're telling me you've never farted in the workplace? Bullshit.
You do the crop dust walk. You go to the printer. You gradually let it out.
You air it out. You don't make it a known just letting it rip thing. No way.
Hey man,
Unless
can you
you're
believe
alone
that
in the
weather? You
elevator.
just fucking let it go.
Even if
Like-
it's silent fart?
Okay, let's here's another question for you. Have you guys ever tried to squeak one out at work and it just goes south?
Sounds
Shit
like
yourself?
No, like you thought it was going to be an SBD and it was not.
I gradually let mine out. They're silent.
If you ever get in that situation, like in class, you just raise your legs up and spread your cheeks apart. Because the sound of a fart is from your cheeks, like vibrating.
No, you didn't.
Don't do this shit, bro.
Like
Don't do that.
Maya's brother taught me that.
What?
You have to post the part of me
Pause.
going like this.
He said if you're ever in class or I guess in work, yeah, you spread your cheeks apart.
If I
No
saw
way,
someone at
dude.
work doing
That's
that,
a
I would.
disaster.
Yeah,
That's a
that's worse than
disaster for
farting.
trouble.
If you see someone doing that in work, that's red flag. Bro.
Well, now you know. You know what's
Just
really
walk to the Just walk to the
Yeah.
damn printer.
I could have already made a guess if both their legs were straight up in the air.
Yeah, if there's they're straight up in the air, I wonder what they're doing.
All right.
Yeah.
I've got a
You ready,
fresh hot
Lance?
take here. Yep. I think I'm ready to
You
jump
scroll down
into
the
it here.
article?
No article. I don't think speed limits should be speed limits. I think they should be speed recommendations that you can go as fast as you want wherever.
Yeah, I think that's a terrible take.
Try 3, Lance.
That's
What?
a terrible take.
That would
Remember,
that
people would die.
risking your life every time you leave your house.
No. Speed recommendations, right? This is the safe speed for you to be safe on this road.
Just because you're a good driver doesn't mean other people are, though. And if you're going too fast and say a person freaks out and just fucking slams into you, what do you do then?
It'll be a challenge to the car industry to make their cars safer. I mean, that's not a problem that's sparking innovation.
I mean, your people will probably die if I had to guess.
Yeah.
No, I mean that's assuming the
aggressive
worst.
take.
You have no way of knowing that, and neither do I. Let's not speculate. I'm
Let's
just
not
saying
be idiots.
that should be
Let's
excellent.
not be dumb. If there's no speed limit, debts increase.
It's not a technicality.
Maybe they decrease because nobody's running for speeding.
But there's
Nobody's getting pulled
people
over
like
for
you that
speeding.
will speed.
If they have, something in their car they shouldn't, maybe they'll try and escape. They're not doing that anymore because they're not getting pulled over for going 70 in a 65.
Yeah, we're
All
talking
right,
like
okay.
I don't have 10 times.
So
Schools
we got child labor law. We gave you 3 chances. Child labor laws, something about boiling your pasta incorrectly, and taking away speed limits so you don't have to wait in Chicago traffic.
this guy stinks.
Yeah, what's going on here, Lance?
First of all, I think all of those are fair hot takes. Second of all, it's way better than farting or picking your nose in public. What's wrong with
At
you?
least that costs discussion.
I mean, you just said there should be no speed limits.
This is also like next time someone
Hey,
farts in
there
public,
should be
I'm
no laws.
immediately pulling up this clip though and saying it was Rashad. So thank you. This is scapegoat for life.
All right. I have a
There's 3.5 minutes to round us
Okay.
out here.
All right. So I have an extreme hot take here. I don't know if everybody's going to agree with me, but I think it is one. My hot take is cruises are not fun.
Well, I like that. But is that lukewarm maybe?
You
I
saw
don't
that
know.
online. I saw
I
that
swear to
scrolling
God.
through a few different
I
articles.
don't like big boats. They scare the shit out of me.
I've been on a
I would
few
never
cruises.
get on a
I
boat. I
think
would
they're
never get on.
fantastic.
So I'm not gonna lie, I went on my first cruise last year, and by the end of it, I don't think I ever want to do one again. It's just too much.
It sounds like you go on a boat, you go to the casino, you drink. You're not going to go to the destination because you go to your destination and you're there for what?
like
Not even a day.
Yeah, you're there for
I
like
think
5 hours.
No, like that all sounds fun. Maybe it's
It does.
overrated.
Yeah,
it does sound
like
fun,
your
but
living quarters
Yeah,
are
overrated might be a better word.
like if you want to go do the casino, drink whatever, go to a fun place to do that. Or if you want to go to the destination that you're actually going to, fly there and stay there for a few days as opposed to hopping on a cruise ship, just going in to stay for a day.
Well, no, I mean, I disagree. I think they're a fun time. I mean, what it is it's a moving hotel, right? You have a hotel room and you're set up for the week. That hotel room goes to 5 different countries. I mean, the food's included, the alcohol's included. The ships are the size of a skyscraper flat. You know, you don't feel a move. It's awesome. It's a great time, especially for somebody who wants to show up somewhere, hit 3 different cities, and they might find themselves bored after 2 days. I'm not one of those people, but I think for the right market, cruise ships are awesome, and I've had a good time on them multiple times.
I just don't like the big boats. There's just something about being on a boat like that. Something goes wrong, just fucking mayhem.
Dude,
but these boats though are 1,200 feet long. It's like
you
the
see them
size of a
sink.
skyscraper.
They've sunk before.
Yeah, in 1912. When
No,
was
the
the last
Costa
time?
Concordia was like 9 years ago?
Yeah, it
First
submerged
cruise?
in 13 feet of water, and everybody lived. You know, I mean,
Still, that would
it doesn't
fucking
happen.
blow.
Well, looks like we have to get you on a cruise, Jersey Jones, just to
No, that's just not going to happen.
because it might be like
Unlimited food and drink.
so. All right, well, that's going to wrap us up. I think it's about to cut us off right now. So, pod 1, we're going to break this up into like 3 different sections, and we'll be posting it. And we will see you guys some sports talks and some more hot takes next time. In the meantime, you know what to do. Stay hard.
George Pickens is going to have a better season than Deontay Johnson.